Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis update of commodities. Again, work our way through the dollar, yields, precious metals, and commodities ETFs that I follow. I'll interject my financial opinions, and if you need help with anything, check out findingvalue.com, where I dive deeper into all these topics and sectors looking for investment opportunities and sharing that with everyone in the community. Special with the coupon code over there. It works on both the monthly and yearly memberships. All right, let's dive in, take a look, see what's going on today. DXY starting to break a little bit to the upside here and strengthen. Could we see a move higher in the DXY? That looks possible. That we are trying to turn this downtrend into a little bit of a breakout uptrend move. Falling wedges are generally a bullish formation to break higher. The driver, higher yields. If we look at higher yields, the 2-year right underneath resistance hasn't broken out yet, but that's something to watch. We're squeezing into this pattern. There's the pattern that I'm suggesting, and we haven't broken out yet. The 10-year is already sitting on top of its pattern. That looks good to try to work its way on up. And the 30-year is also sitting on top of its pattern. It had a breakout retest, and now it's moving on up. I put this in when it was this day here. So I kind of guessed right. That doesn't mean my guesses will always be right, but that was a guess that was right. But looks good. Looks good to go higher. If we see stronger yields across the board like we saw today, generally you see a stronger dollar. TLT bond prices are down. And again, I wrote this in when it first broke out, and that was my guess, pretty much spot on. Yes, I get lucky sometimes. But usually in a falling flag formation, you break lower, and that's exactly what we've done. Longer term, still looks like garbage. The 2 and the 10 pretty much moving sideways in terms of yield curve. When this drops substantially, that's generally when you have a problem in the market, a fear, panic, slowdown, recession, those types of things. Right now, it's just holding on and chopping sideways. TYX TNX ratio, it's another ratio on the long end of the curve. When this goes up, it's generally a tailwind behind gold. This can go up, and if you get like a stronger dollar, then gold generally trades sideways. And that's exactly what we're doing with gold. We're down $10. It's been trading sideways here as a lot of these ratios have traded sideways, like TYX TNX ratio trading sideways there, like the dollar. Trading sideways and potentially maybe even heading a little bit higher there. So gold, I'd like to see this thing break to the upside. It would be a fun run. We'll see if it does that. But it looks good, and it's still well positioned for that to occur at this time. Silver's down 1.42%, and we are sitting on top of a lot of stuff here, guys. I'm just waiting for this to rip. So it looks good. We had a down day today. That's not a huge reversal candlestick. I have a feeling that somebody went in there, not just silver though, the whole damn complex. Gold, silver, platinum, palladium, oil, it was all ripping last night. And today they were all down substantially. And it just so happened that all of them fell quite sharply all at the same time, just during pre-market. Get that momentum going lower. There's the pre-market sell-off there. Silver, platinum had the nice hard pre-market sell-off there. Palladium had it too. So these were all up post, I'll call it pre-market, and then they reversed sharply. I don't know if there was somebody in there doing something. I'm sure maybe it was. Crude oil also exhibited that very strong selling pressure pre-market. To get the ball rolling to the downside. It's always easier to start the ball rolling to the downside pre-market because you don't need as many dollars to do it. There's a lot less volume here, and you can see we were heading higher quite well. Then it got smoked pre-market. All of them did, which makes it a little bit fishy because it all happened pre-market and happened across all of them. Platinum was breaking out here. You can see that was ready to just rip. You can see the selling pressure. We're doing a retest back. We'll see what happens tomorrow if we get some more buying pressure to continue the move higher. Palladium also down. That's hitting some resistance. There's that resistance going across. We did get some selling pressure. We didn't cut through like a hot knife through butter. So we got a little bit of selling pressure right at that resistance area. This could be a retest on platinum and palladium, where we then jump from this support level. XE to gold ratio basically flat, just holding from a ridiculously undervalued price. We've got GDX sideways, which is good, which is fine, and then GDX slightly lower, and SILJ down 1%. SILJ's up against a little bit of resistance through here, this trend line there that we're trying to break through. When we do break through that, I think we're going to go into full launch mode where we get a big breakout and then go. This will be a launching pad, in my opinion, that whole pad there. You've heard me say that a lot, though. Crude oil down 2% today. I know the Bessent team and Trump team want this lower. Now, could this be a inverted flag pattern? It could be. If it does do that, I would be a massive buyer down here if it does do that. I don't know if it will, but if it does, I would be looking. TTF gas down a little bit. That's been chopping sideways here after this broken falling wedge. Those generally go up afterwards, so that's been chopping. Natural gas in America showing a pretty strong day at 4% up. We've broken this upward facing pattern to the downside. I think we could still see some chop sideways or lower in the very short term, given potentially weather and coming into fall at some point. So I don't know if we'll immediately jump. We'll see. But we've fallen out of this pattern to the downside here. Our boy XOP, yeah, you know me, down 1%. This doesn't look bad, guys. It's holding pretty good. In weak markets, what you'll see is when crude oil goes down 2%, you get a big fat selling pressure candlestick. Much like this one. That was a huge reversal, though. It was almost like they were trying to contain a potential breakout. The breakout that they were containing was on crude oil, and it was this big candlestick there. That was the big hit. So XOP it's behaving very well. We only have one big red candlestick, which was a questionable day when Trump did that tweet. That's what I'll say. And then OAH down 3%. Do the dailies here. That's still working its way on up with the lows. We did get a down day. It's not a reversal candlestick, so it still looks fine. Newcastle Coal's down 1% today. And again, I think this is showing promise for a potential move higher. The big greens, the small reds in that circle there, that's what I look for in an upward uptrend. Sprott Physical Uranium Trust, up 0.8%. We've been bouncing off this support. This is a broken, so this is a flag pattern. We've came up, the flag, and we've broken the flag there. This is your retest. Do you know what I do on retests? I buy them. Exactly, that's right. Uranium futures pricing is up 0.56. It's getting some support right on the support area. We filled that gap. This is the gap we're talking about. That gap has been filled. Maybe it's time to start moving higher at some point here. I like that the equities are being accumulated and they're showing good strength, 3.89% higher. That's great. I think we're going to go into full launch mode. I do. I think we're about to really hit it here, and this is a fractal that I grabbed to show you guys what I think could potentially come, and maybe even close to the timeline that this could occur under. So yeah, this looks really good for URA. URANIUM also getting money flows. We want to see this. We had a slightly higher day in the uranium futures pricing and Sprott Physical Uranium Trust, and the equities are getting accumulated pretty aggressively. We've broken the downtrend. I'd say we're going higher. It looks good. URNJ also putting in a very strong candlestick, up 3.82 and closing towards the peak That's important. It's not how you open, it's how you close. And if you're closing strong, it's exactly what I want to see. See that? So this is a falling wedge pattern as we come on up to stair step, and then boom, look at the close. This is a very strong move throughout the day. A nice strong breakout and closing strong into the close. So that looks very good. Nickel's still chopping sideways here. We got the full chop going on. I call that the dead period where the buyers equal the sellers. I'd be looking for, hopefully, we get a big bullish engulfing candlestick or something on the lines of that. Copper is still consolidating sideways. This is a flag pattern or pennant formation. It's a consolidation that occurs next to these big breakout candlesticks a lot of the times. They are bullish to break higher. We're sitting on top of the pattern. Everything here looks solid. We've got good support all underneath us there. I'm looking for a big continued move. Like when I mean big, it doesn't mean in a daily format. It could, but I'm not saying that we're just going to go up like this. What I'm saying is it's going to be a slow, maybe a big long burn of a move higher. So think of this as, let me back way out here. Think of this as a launching pad. This is your pad here that you're going to launch and move up from. And we could see a big, long move that lasts for years, is what I mean by that. COPX, the equities still consolidating sideways, just small little candlesticks that look very good to continue higher as they sit on top of a broken pattern. Lithium up 0.92%. I think this looks fantastic to move higher. We could see a big move in lithium. Looking at lithium, again, we've broken through the downtrend out of this falling wedge to the upside. We've got a double bottom. This looks fantastic. REMX exhibiting the same exact pattern as lithium. Another double bottom. It's working its way on up. It was up 1.7% today or so. We're going to encounter a little bit of resistance, maybe right above us. But I think eventually we'll break through and start moving higher over the long term here. Looks absolutely excellent. Iron ore down slightly. Again, we've been getting this stair-step pattern higher. It looks really good for a potential large breakout at some point here. You can also throw kind of a downtrend line on this here where it's squeezing up into this corner here, and a potential break could occur soon. Aluminum still hasn't broken through the 2650 key critical level. We were down slightly today. It's got some work to do. Baltic Dry Index, and I don't think this was updated from yesterday. Sometimes it's delayed, but I think we're going to see a big move in Baltic. We're starting to break through this big pattern. It's squeezed up, and I think we're going to see a break higher, which could be a very large move in the future. Lots of opportunities in dry bulk. Emerging markets, we had a stronger dollar, stronger yields today, and that kind of suppresses it. You can see we've been consolidating sideways. I think we're going to see a breakout here soon to the upside, given the right market conditions. This is behaving very well, like it's in a bull market. And it could be the start of a very big bull market, as this could be the launching pad once this breaks out and through all these areas there of resistance. Move down slightly, but again, I think we're going higher with time. We've done the breakout retest, and then it's going to work its way on up. KRE up 1.13%. That's been moving up from its breakout. It's in a consolidation about to break higher. Flag pattern consolidation. XHB down slightly, and again, we're sitting on top of a breakout. Oops. So I consider this to be bullish as we stair step higher. Russell 2000 up 0.67%, looking bullish. This is where they want you to be, Besant and Trump and all these guys. Russell, S&P's up, almost all-time highs, and NASDAQ up, sitting on top towards all-time highs. Dow Jones, Transportation Index, this is a bullish formation to go higher. We're encountering a little bit of resistance here, and we'll see if we can break through that trend line resistance that's directly above us. XLI, which is another one. I'm using this as leading indicators. Industrials working its way on up. It looks very strong, making new all-time highs. Bitcoin continues higher, 0.56%. A little bit of a selling pressure move there, but again, we've broken out to the upside. I think that's all. Is that all-time highs? Yeah, it's all-time highs. We've got Ethereum up 0.8%. That also looks decent. A little bit of selling pressure with these wicks up here, but that looks okay. MicroStrategy continues to work its way on up. That's broken out of the flag pattern to the upside. And then the VIX is up 5% today, surprisingly, given that the S&P was up today as well. Thumb up for the content, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the website if you'd like. It's the coupon code in the corner there. And that's all I've got for today. So we'll catch you next time. This is Finding Value.